Hi guys, this is Dr. Brian Ott from Ott Family Chiropractic right here in St. Francis. And today I want to talk to you about ADD and ADHD. And over the last 20 years, we have seen an increase of ADD and ADHD diagnosis in kids so that it's now at 3.5 million cases each year with a cost of $42.5 billion to the United States. Teachers often complain about kids not being able to focus, not being able to sit still in class. And why is that? The big issue has to do with a neurotransmitter in your brain called dopamine. Dopamine in the right levels allows us to focus. When it gets low, that's when kids need to move around. If they don't move around, dopamine will stay low. So they're really trying to stimulate their brain with movement. And that's why the kids can't sit still a lot of times. It's also more prevalent in males, and that's why typically the diagnosis is more common in males nowadays. So one of the other things is the blood sugar issues that kids will have. They don't get to eat enough during the day. So the blood sugar will drop, so dopamine then starts to get low. And so they move around as well to keep that dopamine level up. So they try to stay focused, but this is what their body is naturally telling them to do. So why is dopamine so low? Well, we talked about the movement, but really what it comes down to is we're not eating enough of what's called tyrosine. It's an amino acid that you need to get from your food. Your body doesn't make it. So if you don't eat enough protein, and over the last 20 years, our diets have changed dramatically to be more carbohydrate-based and less protein-based, that has led to an increase in ADD and ADHD. So we really need to get more protein in our diet and eat more often so that those kids can stay focused so their dopamine level stays level. If it dips and we get that roller coaster effect, there's where the kids get all antsy and need to move around. Next, we do need more movement in our lives. Kids sitting in class, it's really tough for them. The tyrosine will help. We often have patients also take B6 and lysine as well with that, so that you can turn that tyrosine into dopamine to keep them focused. It works really well with all of our patients, even adults who I see that have issues with low energy levels and low focus in the morning. So those are the things that we want to get our kids to do during the school year and past that. During the summer, they're out moving around, so obviously patients don't seem to have as much of an issue there because their dopamine level, and they're allowed to eat typically as much as they want when they get hungry. So if you have a kid who's dealing with ADD or ADHD, give our office a call. We can sit down and talk about it. I'd love to help them, get them focused in class so that they can perform better. This is Dr. Brian Ott from Ott Family Chiropractic. Hope you enjoyed this message.